The lights go down, the field set. Coming to green flag conditions out of turn number 4 with the Powri 305 sprints. Tyler Elliott and Randy Martin in row number 1. 4K of Kendall, 74 of Natalie in row 2. Bernard Combs in row 3. Looking for green out of 4. It's waving. We're racing with the Powri 305 sprints. 49 of Tyler Elliott out to the early advantage to go into turns number 1 and 2. Randy Martin sticking to that high side. Low line gonna have it out of turn number 2. Elliott, Martin, Weymouth, and Combs all inside the top 4. Bernard and Doney side by side as they go into turns number 1 and 2. Doney gonna move into that 5th spot, but Bernard got going away up on the high side in that car number B8. Right behind him, the 5T of Turnbull, the 63 of Thomas. Here comes car number 12U of Tyler Davenport. Davenport already getting past 4. Making 4 cars out of turn number 2 from starting shotgun on the field, marching towards the front. Speaking of up front, Tyler Elliott on a rail here at Lucas Oil Speedway, running that low line to perfection. Randy Martin gonna close down as contact off turn number 4. That infield tractor tire will jump up and bite you every time as the 4K of Kendall Weymouth and the 74 of Natalie Doney collected over in turn number 2. Caution waves here, 3 laps in the books. Brett Combs up into the 3rd spot. John Bernard to 4th. Turnbull rounding out the top 5, looking for green out of 4. Elliott's race to start. Randy Martin not fooled as he sticks it up on the top shelf in turns number 1 and 2. Drives it deep into the corner. John Bernard now up into the 3rd spot. Brett Combs back to 4th. Side by side for the lead out of turn number 4. Randy Martin high side hustling, but Elliott low line is there. John Bernard now side by side with the runner-up position in the 14 of Randy Martin. Bernard going to get a good run down the back straightaway. Martin drives it deep into turns number 3 and 4. He pulls it to the low line. The 4, Brett Combs right there. Turnbull, John Bernard muscling his way into the runner-up spot. Randy Martin back to 3rd now. Losing some ground on the top 2. As Bernard driving it up to the high line now, trying to gain some ground on our leader. Tyler Elliott at 1.3 last time, 0.9 this time, so John Bernard gaining some ground on that top spot. Randy Martin still sitting right there in the 3rd spot, and he's got company. The 5T of Turnbull and the 4 of Brett Combs all within the top 5. And look coming here at 12U, Tyler Davenport all the way up to the 6th spot from starting tail end Charlie on the field. 63 of Jack Thomas right there in 7th. Doug Fry up to 8th. Battle for the lead. Bernard to the top. Elliott on the low line. Low side still has it, but Bernard is not going away from that high side hustle. Gaining ground down the front straightaway, side by side. It's John Bernard to the lead at the flag stand. 0.083 was the separation as he pulls it down to the low line, exit of turn number 2. The 2022 Powri Outlaw Micro League champion with the lead as he goes down into turn number 1 and 2. Seeking his first career Powri 305 sprint feature win. Claimed a track championship earlier in the week at Jacksonville Speedway. Rusty's Auto Salvage on the side. John Bernard, your leader. Tyler Elliott sitting 2nd. Randy Martin still running 3rd. James Turnbull, Brett Combs in the top 5. Tyler Davenport, Jack Thomas, Mike Trent, Doug Fry, Greg Murray all inside the top 10 as the laps start to tick away. Just past halfway through as, problems. The 51, Alan Cunningham, halfway through a spin cycle over in turn number 2 as the caution will wave. Caution comes out onto the racetrack for that car number 51 of Alan Cunningham. a little bit too hot and too heavy, overcooking it in turn number 2. He'll get that car back out onto the racetrack, see if he can refire it, tag it to the rear of the field. I think there are 11 laps in the books. We'll have to check with scoring. I know we're right about the halfway point of this feature event. Early leader Tyler Elliott leading the first 8 laps. Then it was John Bernard taking over the lead on lap number 9, and he showed the way the rest of the way as Bernard takes that top spot. Driver's getting the one to go signal this time by. How about that 12U of Tyler Davenport sitting back in the 6th spot? He started 13th on the field, up 7 positions. John Bernard moving up 4 positions, started 5th, has the lead. James Turnbull from 7th to 4th, up 3. Jack Thomas from 9th to 7th, up 2. Trent up 2 from 10th to 8th. Greg Murray up 2 from 12th to 10th. And Brett Combs up 1, 6th to 5th. As the lights go down, the field set coming to green out of turn number 4. John Bernard's race to start. Elliott and Martin right there laying in wait. Taking them to the cone there in the Pitts Realty restart area. Kind of playing a little bit of waiting game as he's going to separate from the field. Bernard, your leader in car number B8. Randy Martin get a good run down the back straightaway. He's going to pull wheel to wheel with the 49 of Tyler Elliott. Battle now for second on the track at a turn number 4. Randy Martin going to be gaining some speed here in the later stages. 8 laps to go this time by Brett Combs. James Turnbull side by side as Combs in car number 4 going to move into position number 4. Car number 5 back to position number 5. As the 12U, Tyler Davenport still making his way towards the front of the field. Track starting to slick off. Everybody choosing their preferred line. John Bernard up to the top shelf. Tyler Elliott kind of running a mid to low line. Randy Martin driving it deep, letting it bang off the cushion, trying to almost diamond the corners now. Going to be looking at 5 to go this time by with our leader, that car number B8 of John Bernard, our leader. 49 of Tyler Elliott, 14 of Randy Martin, the 4 of Brett Combs, the 5 of James Turnbull. Throw the 12U of Tyler Davenport in the mix. Caution, turn number 1. That looks like car number 61A. Doug Fry bringing out the caution onto the racetrack. Going to be looking for the green. Exit of 4. Again, taking them deep out of turn 4. The 49 of Tyler Elliott was not fooled. Right on his tail tank, and here comes Randy Martin up to the high side. Martin going to get a good run down the back straightaway. Top 3 separated from the field. Martin not lifting. Here comes the 12U of Tyler Davenport. Slide crossing back over with the 4 of Brett Combs. Davenport now cracking into the top 5. He may not be done. Try to get a good run. Not quite there down the back straightaway as Davenport falls into that number 4 spot. Randy Martin right in front of him. He's going to be battling for the runner-up position. The 14 of Randy Martin and the 49 of Tyler Elliott going at it for a second spot. Exactly what the B8 of John Bernard wants to see is battle back behind him so he can separate from the field. As he's chasing his first career Powri 305 Sprint feature win 2 more times around Lucas Oil Speedway. It's John Bernard, Tyler Elliott, the 14 of Randy Martin. Car number 12U of Tyler Davenport now up to 4th. The 5T rounding out the top 5 as the white flag waves one more time around for car number B8. John Bernard has the lead. A 2-second advantage last time by. Drives it deep up to the high side, turn number 3 and off of 4 for his first career Powri 305 Sprint feature win. It's the B8, John Bernard, winner here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Second place going to belong to car number 49 of Tyler Elliott. Finishing in 3rd will be the Hall of Famer, the 14 of Randy Martin. 4th, the hard charger, the 12U of Tyler Davenport, and James Turnbull in the 5T rounding out the top 5.